YouTube as well. Let's see, we got a 9:25 cutoff. All right, so good morning, YouTube land. So we said good morning to our chat room first, and then we fire up YouTube. And for a few brief minutes in the pre-market, the Bullish Bears is trying to get into a good habit of doing some pre-market analysis for the YouTube subscribers who are not yet parts of our community, who would get this kind of analysis all day long. So I've already kind of started talking with our community about NIO. So this has had a, quite the rise yesterday. I know you guys were all over it yesterday. Lucian was streaming throughout the day yesterday, and we had good patterns on this out the day yesterday, ascending triangle setups. And you can see kind of we're in another potential ascending triangle right now. Momentum looks like it's starting to slow down. You've got hourly RSI and MACD starting to come down. But again, you got to look for support and resistance. So right now we're in this kind of pennant pattern on NIO. And, we're looking for pivot points so we can find the bottom of the angular support and maybe form some kind of cool pattern where we have cup and handle would be a good continuation pattern. Ascending triangle would be a good continuation pattern. Good morning, Anisha. Excuse me. Inverse head and shoulders would be another good potential pattern. And we have this majority of price has been in this up channel, right? So we're kind of watching this thick red bar to go, hey, is this going to bounce off this again today? Oops, are we going to get another, potential day trade on this? This is a pretty nice range, right? From 16 bucks down to about 13. So there's a $3 range on NIO. Lots of eyes on it. Lots of FOMO, ROMO, chasers. And, everyone's saying this is going to be the next Tesla. This is going to go up. This is going to the moon. So you're getting that kind of sentiment and hype around this stock. So we'll trade it. We're not advocating anybody invest in anything, but we're, focused on, day trading and swing trading stocks. And we'll see if this one offers anything today. So we'll be watching it. Next up, AMD. So 3090. You guys have heard me say 3090 quite a bit over the last week and a half, and that was a major breakout area that AMD has crossed over. At this point, it's crossed over it and retraced back underneath it, and now back over it again. So I've got levels mapped out on AMD. We've got 3674. Never expected it to get up this high so quickly, but it is what it is. This thing's trading great. As you guys know, we talk about it pretty much every day. It's got an awesome average true range. I just covered NIO, Alex. So this one's got a great range, great opportunity to go long, short on this. I prefer going long, although yesterday you could see that double top was awesome to short if you got that short. Then it broke this pivot point, broke the triangle, and it pretty much found support at that 3090. So watch this 3090 level again today. Lots of range on AMD to potentially trade, and take it as it comes. So what else did I say that I would cover? Twitter. You guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about this one too, but Twitter's been oscillating around this 3038 level. Still has angular resistance up around 3076. I'm looking at really 3055. 3060. If we can leave behind 3060s, I think we can take out some of these levels and even test $31, and that could come rather quick. But I'm going to be watching this angular resistance on Twitter today, so we'll see what futures do. Right now we're kind of in a consolidation pattern on futures after making up some pretty big moves yesterday, breaking some pretty good angular resistance. I'll show you guys futures real quick. These are the S&P mini futures. We broke this trend line yesterday, and it got really nice for Yesterday was a great morning, right? We broke this major angular resistance, which puts us back on target for 3,000 on futures. So that's looking kind of nice. Hopefully the bull market just continues, the party continues. Let's look at Cron. Cron, pump and dump pot stock. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people like to invest in stocks like this. We don't never advocate that. A lot of speculation, and this one is pulled back to support around $9. So there's a $1.50 range on this potential for a bounce. So Cron stays on our watch list pretty much consistently. TLRY, just like Cron, gapping down. You know, investors, traders, swing traders, day traders, they're taking profit. And this one is in a falling wedge right now, so watch for that to fall out of the falling wedge. David's talking about CHKE. This one had earnings. It's a penny stock. And it's a penny stock. What can I say? It's got the 200 SMA around 120. And you can see right now it's struggling to get above it. So what you should do if you're a penny stock trader and the 200 SMA is above you, you should always mark out and, you know, whatever, change the color. Make sure that you're noting that this is, you know, a 200 SMA line. So this is where it's at, right? So a lot of times penny stocks will pump. They'll hit the 200 SMA and they'll dump. We saw it yesterday on GNC. Here's a great example. So backtester strategy. Here's the 200 SMA. GNC hit it. It was 378, I think, yesterday, or 79. I'm not sure. And you know, it formed this nice double bottom. Went on a nice kind of run. Was cup and handle. Boom. And that 200 SMA kept it down all day, but it closed in a decent level. So we're going to leave GNC on the list. Maybe I'll actually update the stream to make sure that ticker's on there. Let's see, CH. Let's also add CHKE. Hey, thanks, Mr. Dominguez. Appreciate the comment. Sorry, my eyesight's not so good. Might have to put my computer glasses on again today. So that's GNC. It's easy to buy, easy to short on CHK. David was just saying in the chat room. So, yep, this could break down again. It's got a lot of downside risk to it. What's some of my other favorite stocks to keep an eye on that I would potentially be looking? I've got really a nice growing list of stocks with opportunities on them. AOBC is kind of downtrending back to 15.10. I'm watching that for a bottom. Let's see, Gurn. This one's pretty popular. This one has been in this interesting, hit that resistance, which I had marked out as a up channel. I think this was an hourly resistance. Yeah, resistance support, tapped it again, pulled back. At any rate, Gurn has got support around 541, and it's developed a wide daily range, so it could potentially retrace up to $6, but you really need a good pattern and volume on Gurn, and you'll see it start to build. Gurn will start to give you an indication if you're paying attention to the volume. You'll see a couple volume pop candles, you know, over 50,000 shares on a 1-minute chart. Start to say, hey, momentum's starting to shift. Pay attention. Okay, so chat room request, PDD. PDD, nice. So we got a higher price stock, which it's a high momentum stock, looking kind of lovely this morning in a consolidation. It's got this potential angular support, actually around 26.50s. Right? No, I'm sorry. That's not. Yeah, it is 26. So somewhere above 26. So this could really pull back today and maybe form some type of wedge ascending pattern and break out. The daily chart, it's really hard to get a read on it because it's so far above the 9 EMA. And you have just no real history on it. So it's just a high Momo stock that you have to take these kind of like small patterns as they come. Just like NIO, you know, you have to trade the momentum, and you can find momentum established by studying patterns, candlesticks, and you know, short time frame charts. Your first warning on momentum shifting is going to be a 5-day, 5-minute chart. You can just see the stock closed at highs, stock closed at highs, stock closed at highs. We're now on day 4. This is, you know, typically where a lot of traders are superstitious, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that it's going to pull back, you know, on the 4th day. So there could be a decent pullback, which is an opportunity for a dip buy, you know, maybe a morning dip, you know. So worth keeping an eye on PDD. I'm actually going to add that to my list because I like the momentum and I like the potential for a dip. I also like the potential for continuation breakout. So thank you for drawing that to my attention. I'm going to add that to the symbol list on the stream. Adobe. I was reading on Benzinga about this one this morning. What am I doing wrong here? Typing the symbol in wrong. So range trading right now. Daily chart. Bottom of the channel. Upper channel is up here on Adobe. So you've got like, you know, up to like the 287 potential range for upside. It's maybe 285, maybe a little bit closer. But right now you got to watch the pattern. This is got overhead resistance around 270. So we'll have to see. Well, this might be a good options trader. Yeah, NIO, can the pre-market just go poof in 5 minutes? Yes, it can. So, okay, YouTubers, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to turn on the private stream for YouTube. So if you're listening and you're a member, just go to the live streaming page, and in a couple minutes I'll have a private link for you guys to watch our stream. And if you guys are not a member yet, you want to join us, right now we have a 2-week trial, so you can join our monthly membership and join our chat room, all of our different chat rooms, Future Swing, Day Trade, and stay on these streams with us and meet all of our really cool members who are in there chatting away. So see you in a couple minutes, YouTube. Thanks for watching.